What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chris Lee back again with another video. Today I have special guests. As you know, I spoke to Mr. McCloud. Today we're speaking to his father, Mr. McCloud, and we will be going over just some things about how he came into the industry, became a truck driver, and is leaving the legacy behind. As we spoke with Markel, we will now be getting it from, you know what I'm saying, from the source. We get to see what we don't see a whole lot in this new era of social media, with the longevity of being able to pass something down from, you know what I'm saying, from one generation to the next. I'm really excited to bring this interview to you guys so that we can get that context out there and get this conversation out there and see how it's done, as far as, like I said, just starting from where Mr. McCloud started, and then passing that on to his son, and then expanding from there. Mr. McCloud, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about yourself?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been driving for 35 years, 35 plus years. I got 3.5 million miles over the road. And I started driving dump trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started driving dump trucks, I think, for a company called Millville Quarry. Actually, I went to trucking school right out of high school.
Really?
So from trucking school, I pursued a career as a tractor trailer dump dump trailer driver.
Yes,
So
sir.
that was with a company back in man 80s.
Yeah.
And then from there, stayed there. Went to by that time I got with UPS, drove for them for like 13 years.
Wow.
And then after that, I think I got my own truck, 2000. Oh yeah, I forgot about the limousines I got in 89, 90.
Yeah.
I had a fleet of limousines also. I think we had 7 cars and 13 drivers. I've been pretty much doing transportation all my life. And
That's,
then
yeah.
went from there, I got, what can I say? Yeah, from after I left UPS, I went got my own truck, my own limos,
Yeah.
did the limo thing, and then in 2003, I got my first dump truck, my own dump truck, and then from there, I just kept going. So 2006, I got a tractor, went over the
Mhm.
road, drove for Landstar, drove for Mercer, and then when I came off the road in 2011, I got connected with Cheney Enterprises and Monumental Concrete, and I've been a premier carrier down there since 2011.
Right.
So basically, the main thing is I just got so involved in everything wherever I went. I was a trainer or master, whatever I did. So it was building the
Mm-hmm.
foundation for where I'm at now. So like I tell a lot of people, you cannot own a truck unless you know how to turn some wrenches. You cannot own a truck unless you want to be the first one out and the last one in. You cannot own a truck if you're not going to listen. I'm talking about from the owner operator's point of view. You could be a company driver, but if you never learn how to take care of that person's equipment, you can never ever learn how to take care of your own equipment. That's one thing right there. So when you guys are out there driving for companies, you need to learn how to take care of their equipment so you can learn how to teach yourself how to take care of your own equipment. It's better to get paid for someone to teach you how to take care of the equipment than to go out there like I did and pay myself. I had to pay for my mistakes, man. So, but the
Right.
reason why I sustained longevity is because that's what was in me. I wanted to do it. I wanted to be a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not passionate about trucking, you're not going to be successful in trucking because you're not going to be able to handle the good and the bad times of trucking. See, like I explained to my son, we've been through a recession, a pandemic, uh, I mean, all kinds of things within the last 10 years.
Right.
And I'm not bragging, I'm knocking on wood, but through all that, I have set myself up. I have tools and parts and vendors that I've set up with that I can get parts and anything they done for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've been out here on my own since 2000 in this industry since 2000. I'm not the richest person, but I got longevity, and now he's going to take it to the next level. You know, he's going to take it to the next level. But we don't have to worry about a whole lot of stuff as far as me driving and getting out there hands on. So that's the main thing. One of the main things is that you don't want to be just getting in the truck, turn and key and go and come back home and get out the truck. That's what you want to do. You might as well just stay a driver. Just
Drive Uber.
security. Just stay a driver and leave the big stuff to us.
Yep.
I mean, that's the only way I can say it. Just leave it alone. Don't try. Don't halfway try. Because if you halfway try, you're gonna put yourself in a lot of debt. And that's gonna be. I've seen a lot of guys. Hate to say it, they'll take out a home equity loan and buy a truck. But if they don't know nothing about trucking, they might well just write the house off and the truck. You know what I mean? I learned that one too. I did it, but I was a little bit better.
Yeah, you got to understand that money behind it. That's one of the main things I like to talk about is like when you buy that truck, having a maintenance account, having those backup funds, those rainy day funds, because it's not if.
Well, see, the first thing you need to start out with is I wouldn't suggest nobody get a truck unless they got at least 20,000 that they don't have to touch. They need at least 20,000. And like I said, don't even worry about getting a truck if you don't know nothing about. If you can't turn a wrench, they're gonna rape you at the dealership, man.
What you think about having personal and business credit behind that?
Credit ain't gonna have nothing to do with. Yeah, I guess my thing is if you take your truck to the shop and you don't know what's wrong with it,
you can swipe all day.
Right, you might well just write a blank check. I'm just saying, you might well just write a blank check.
Yeah,
because that's how hard it is, and that right there would take all your cash flow.
Yes, sir.
So you better. The best thing I can say is you need to partner up with somebody. Partner up with somebody, man.
Okay.
And the best way to get a good partner is to have a good, strong work ethic. But they want to partner with you. They want you to come with them. You can't go around finding somebody and think they're going to help you. See, because when they come to you, that means they're really going to help you. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be careful that it ain't all about them, and it's a little bit about you too. But you got to learn something, take something from it. But if you don't have a good, strong partnership with somebody, a lot of people won't last in trucking because, oh, my uncle does this. I know this person, know that person. But buddy, when you got to crank that truck up at 1 o'clock in the morning, ain't none of them people gonna be around. Only person you're gonna be able to call is a service guy that's gonna say, ching ching. You know, because now it's night differential, it's all kinds of pay. And then if they charge you by the mileage, they charge you for, man, by the time you could have ran out of fuel. Now you know how much fuel costs. Fuel costs $2.69 a gallon now, right?
Last time I checked was $2.67.
Okay. So do you know that a roll call charges from the time you call them to the time they get back to their shop? And it's something like $3 or $4 a mile.
Yeah.
Okay. And they get to charge you all the time that guy goes back till he gets to the shop. All that round trip mileage, man. They charge you round trip mileage. And if it's after 6 o'clock, night differential, then Lord help you if they got to go get parts.
Right.
So now you know the price markup on the parts. And if he has to go back to the shop to get something, to get you off the road, another round trip with charges, man. I see people they bring out 20 gallons of fuel. TA brought out 20 gallons of fuel, cost them $600, man.
That's something that you had to go through, or that's something you know somebody who did that?
Both. I had to get, mine wasn't that bad, but that's why I learned it.
Yeah.
Mine was only like $300 because I only had to bring 10 gallons.
How far away from you were the nearest fuel?
It wasn't that far. That's why my bill wasn't that high. But this was a guy that was down here in Maryland. I don't know if you're familiar with Jessup, TA, and his bill was like $600 for that fuel because he wanted to be cheap and got 10 gallons. See, but his truck wasn't on flat ground. See, my truck was on flat ground, so I could use 10 gallons to get it started back up again, right? See, then also you got to remember what was the reason why it was that side clogged up. So all I had to do was transfer some fuel from the other tank to get me where I needed to go. So this is thinking on your right there in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning. So anyway, this guy only got 10 gallons. So while his bill was so high, TA had to go back and get another 10 gallons.
Jesus.
So now he got 20 gallons, but he paid twice for that fuel delivery.
Right.
And that's how it was. And his truck was leaning on the hill, so that's why it wouldn't start with 10 gallons.
It wouldn't, it wouldn't touch, it wouldn't suck the fill enough.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's all a part of thinking on your, planning your day when you go over the road. I learned you don't never ever See, some of the things I picked up from the truck stops with the older truckers.
Yes,
Dudes has
sir.
been out here 40, 50 years
Right.
before me. Before me.
Mm-hmm.
Buy a cup of coffee, sit down and teach you something. All you gotta do is listen.
Just listen.
That's listen, man. God gave you 2 ears to listen. 1 mouth. Just listen. So that was one of the things that I started doing when I was over the road, was listening to these guys, man. They tell you everything you want to know, but you ain't gonna get that from being in the local area. You know, you're not gonna get that a lot from the local area unless you see somebody or you go hang out at the truck stop. That's the best thing I can tell you. Go up to the TA in your area, hang out there, and start talking to them guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hang out in a shop that works on trucks. Good source of information.
For sure.
Yeah, good source of information. But you gotta be willing to answer questions. And if you drive for somebody, hang out at their shop. Ask those mechanics questions.
Yep.
You know, I don't know what type of, some companies got training classes on this stuff. Like when I was at UPS, we have training classes. You know what I'm saying?
As far as working on the truck?
Maintenance.
Really?
How you gonna know what's broke if the driver can't tell the mechanic?
Yeah.
Service intervals, but you still want to know what's going on with your truck when you're going up and down the road, right?
For sure. I bet it was slim
not a mechanical course, it's just an enlightenment course, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Like the senses, what do you smell? What do you hear? What do you see? You know what I mean? Little stuff like that. But you see a lot of guys don't even do that. They get in the truck and go. Like, oh, that's the mechanic's job. But the mechanic ain't gonna be the joker that's ran into somebody's car with somebody's kids in there and kill them. That's not the mechanic. So how's that the mechanic's job? They get this stuff you know.
I understand. And
misinterpreted by what a CDL driver is.
Yep.
You know, to me, they do. And then all that falls under your scope of handling that equipment, man.
No, that's very true. I want to go back to the beginning, like where you said you got out of high school and got into the industry. Like what made you push, you know what I'm saying, from like trucking to from another industry as far as like HVAC, plumbing, or anything like that? Like what was the motivation behind getting the CDL?
I had an uncle, he was a truck driver. And the first thing with me was, I guess once I got behind the wheel, I used to ride with him, pump that brake, and it was all history from there, driver. It was all history. Once I pulled the parking brake jack, that was a wrap. That's all I ever wanted to do since I was 3, my father would tell me. I didn't want to do nothing but drive trucks since I was 3. So I guess that's why I'm a little anal about what I do.
Yeah. Okay. And then like from getting the CDL out of high school, like you said, a lot of people just drive. And like I've seen guys drive till they retire and just drive that truck, buy a truck, and that's all they do, right? They don't have the some people don't care to, you know what I'm saying, build up a company or build up some type of established, you know what I'm saying, as far as if it's like I said, a rainy day fund or something they can go at home and retire to, right? You drive the truck until you're done, and you're in the truck when you're done. So they got to pull you out the truck and put you in the grave, right? Like what gave you? Because I've seen it. I've heard those stories, and that's like kind of what motivates me to like tell the guys like, hey, save some money, because you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be out that truck. Like I'm out the truck. I've been out the truck almost 2 weeks because of snowstorm out here. People don't know how to drive, and they don't want us on the roads. Like, what gave you that mentality to do to set it up like that?
Well, it's all a part of having a business plan. I was burning myself out running my one truck like 2 trucks, and then I just decided to say, let me send my son to school to make this thing better. And that's where the plan came from. Yeah. Once that came into play, because of the people I was with, like I said, you gotta get a strong foundation. Mm-hmm. And they was movers and shakers, man. They was growing leaps and bounds, you know what I'm saying? And if you surround yourself around those type of people, they're gonna push you eventually. They're gonna push you. If they like you, they're gonna really push you. You know what I'm saying, to make you better.
You're right. They're
gonna push you, drive. They're gonna give you opportunities to make you feel like, oh snap, I better jump on this. Mm-hmm. What am I thinking about? Yep. You know what I'm saying? I got this opportunity here. And I look at it, I'm like, man, I'm gonna let this thing slip away. So let me go ahead and do something better than what I'm doing.
Right.
I just started, marketing myself. You gotta market yourself.
How did
So
you
once
do
I
that?
marketed myself and my family,
Yeah.
I established a foundation, and the next thing I know, it was it just took off. It'll take
So
off for you.
can you tell me about how you established that network? Like we talked about talking to truckers and stuff like that, but I feel like your network, it might be a little bit more. Is it like just truckers, or is it other people who like you know what I'm saying, also brokers and dispatchers? Like what does a network consist of? Is it bankers?
My network,
Right.
my network consists of, I just have local companies that I work with that assist me in maintaining my contract,
Mm-hmm.
and the company I'm contracted with, they have a facet of, man, things to do. They have plant operations. I just work in hand with them. I guess joint venture with them on a lot of projects that they need done, and still maintain and run my trucks. You know what I'm saying? And then I
Right.
have a how can I say, a, what would you call it, Markel? I got a few companies that I work closely with. Oh, over the road brokers. I haven't been over the road since 2011.
Yeah.
So I don't do over the road anymore. I do just local work here in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Our trucks run like 350 miles to 400 miles a day just in Maryland, man.
Yeah.
Right here in Maryland. I call it local long distance. Because long distance, you can run 500 miles in a day,
Right. Right.
you know. But I call it local long distance because of the amount of miles we run. Because and that's all I just started focusing on one thing. And once I found out that this was my purpose here, a lot of people live and don't even realize what their purpose is. And I realized that when I got this contract right here, because I've been praying for a contract all the time I was in trucking, but kept going by me, kept going by me, kept going by me.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I finally settled down and I got here with these people, they just they just appreciated my skill set, and they just started putting opportunities to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They seen my skill set, and they just start, hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Can you do this? Can you do that? You know what I'm saying? They just start putting the work in my lap, man. And I was able to maintain it for them. And they got to the point where they didn't want no one else to do it but me.
Right.
Because I do the dispatching, I do plant maintenance. I don't know if you ever looked at our website yet, but you notice that equipment that you see, that tractor hooked under, that's something that I put in place for them,
Mm-hmm.
and maintain and run it for them also, service it, stuff like that. So that's what I mean to say, that these people are on fast track. They got their hands in a lot of different things. And so while I was there, I put myself in that same position as them. I molded my stuff from off of them, working with them.
Got it.
Let me learn how to do this. So if I'm just hired to do contracting, they're just hired to do concrete, but they got other things that they do with that concrete that they need assistance in, then that's where I come into play. So now, uh, what I like to say is I taught myself how to work on the plant. I taught myself how to operate this heavy equipment. By being down there and put myself in that position, my knowledge grew. So I became what they call an asset. You make yourself an asset. You market yourself. No, no is not an answer. No
Sure.
excuse to get the job done, man. You know what I'm saying? And just keep going, grabbing it up again, keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Don't keep looking backwards, because that's where you're gonna be. What
So
grabbing it up again mean?
you said what?
He asked me, what does grabbing up again mean? Just
Oh
like anything else in life, you downshift, you upshift for the terrain that you're about to use. So
man,
if I need some more juice, or I need some more horsepower, I grab another gear, keep it
that ain't
moving.
the analogy of the year.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I like that. Like that's trucker right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we all gonna go through that as truck drivers. Is always
Right, but if you're
something.
not ready to grab another gear,
Yep,
stay on the porch, man.
man.
If you're not ready to grab another gear, stay on the porch, because it's all about grabbing gears. I
Hmm.
got 18 speed.
I think I touched 13. I don't know if I touched 18 yet.
Yeah, I know you don't know nothing about the splitting,
No, sir.
it, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, me neither. But I know one thing. I know how to keep grabbing gears.
Hey, okay. Right, right, right. Tell me about the website a little bit more. What's the website?
Oh, the website is MLM Enterprise Trucking and .com/consulting.
Yeah.
So if you take a look at it, you can go ahead on there and click on the quote, get a quote, or get a book an appointment for a consult or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but that's all coming from my son. And then with him trying to put that book together, the book is gonna be focused towards dudes that want to be, they got CDL but want to be an owner operator, or they're company
Right.
driver want to be an owner operator. So this is going to guide them through the whole process, what to do, what not to do. A lot of people just think you got to get a truck, and all they want to get is that $3,500 a week check. Don't know nothing else about what it takes to get that check. Don't know nothing about how many hats you got to wear. Don't know nothing about the sacrifices your family got to make. Because if your truck not moving, then
Mm-hmm.
you not moving. That house is going to be gone. That truck is going to be gone.
Yep.
You're going to miss a lot of time from the family. That's what I did.
Right.
But I'm getting it back now. You know what I mean? But if you don't invest in yourself, you're not gonna have anything. And trucking is not as easy as people think it is. You just get a shiny truck and get out there and run up and down the road and go home, play with your kids. Nah, you gotta stay out there if you want to build something. You gotta stay out there. I mean, it's been times where I was here. I run local now. I slept in the truck when I first got with these people.
Mm-hmm.
They had that much work. They still got that much work.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was running 20 loads in there by myself a week. I do that with 2 trucks now. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. I was running 1 truck like 2 trucks, man.
Yeah.
So that's what they want, somebody like that, and that's why they giving me the opportunity. And like I said, I gotta grab another gear now. You know what I mean? And just keep it moving.
Yes, sir.
Without them watching them and working with them, I just sit back and just listen and learn. Listen and learn. Diversify. Put your hand in this. Learn, teach yourself. Learn how to do this. Learn how to do that. Learn how to do this. I want to make it so they never want to get rid of me. Make yourself marketable. You see what I'm saying? Market yourself, man. A lot of people don't understand what that means. You got to market yourself. Put yourself in a position where they don't want to ever get rid of you.
Mm-hmm. Or they can't. You know what I'm saying? If they find it's somebody is gonna be not as you know what I'm saying, accessible, or they gotta pay them more, or they gotta pay, you know what I'm saying? If somebody's gonna be who, like you said, you gotta make it to yourself so where you can't be replaced. I want to talk more about how the drivers, like as far as like you said, like understanding how to manage yourself as a driver. Like how do we get more into that mindset? Because a lot of guys, you said, like they're just driving. So with the consulting,
Yeah, I mean,
what are you guys offering with the consulting to where, like you said, is from going company to going to owner operator, right? But it's a little bit more, like you said, it's not just going company to owner operator. Like you can get in that truck and you're owner operator now, but it's like what now? You know what I'm saying? Is it like a mentorship, or you know what I'm saying? How are we
yeah, I mean, I guess that would be the best way to describe it, is just really passing on the knowledge. And the main thing is that it's your mindset. If your mindset is not going to change, it's just like with anything else in life. Once you realize you want something, your mindset has to change in order to obtain it. And if you don't change your mindset, oh well, it's not my truck. It's that, this thing. Oh, I don't know. Just that number. You don't care about what's going on with the equipment. Then you don't care what's going on with you, because you're the one in the equipment.
Right.
You don't care about your family because you're not taking the time out to learn and teach yourself what's really going on here. Your mindset has to change. If you just want to turn the key, get in the truck and go home, this is not the place for you. That's what I'm trying to get. And a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
That's known. And if you can't turn any wrenches, if you can't, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. I don't care how many people you know. If you yourself don't know how to turn a wrench, don't know, you're not mechanically inclined, you're not going to make it as an owner operator. It's just that simple. Sure. I don't put alternators on my truck on the side of the highway. I put brake chambers on my truck on the side of the highway. Right. I have all these things in my truck when I was over the road. You're not going to survive out there, because if you got to call a tow truck to come get you on the side of the road and you load it, which I've done that, I done had $2,600 tow bills. You see what I'm saying? I had an oil filter come off my truck, just got service at TA. Shoot across the median strip, down in the middle on I-10 and down in the belt. I was like, what the heck was that, man? All the alarms went off in the truck. It's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Must have been the coldest night in Florida, man. It was 30-something degrees down there. I had to sleep in the truck. I couldn't let the truck run because there wasn't no oil filter on it. Gone. It flew across the interstate, man. Right. Was
That's
a nipple.
trucking.
Come find out, it was a part from Caterpillar that was recalled, so I ain't had to end up paying for it.
Yeah.
But I was a service failure. I was down there for a whole week. But good thing I had cash flow. My cash flow was American Express. American Express was my cash flow. Credit card, unlimited. I mean, I can get my whole truck done, whole engine done, going with American Express card. So if you don't have any credit or a strong line of credit, you need to have money going out, especially if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't have any idea about trucking, and don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself thinking you know everything, because you don't. You'll mess around and your wife will be mad at you. You'll be homeless and some more stuff. I'm just keeping it 100.
Yeah,
you don't have what it takes, you know, because I used to drive. I drive that truck 14, 15 hours a day, whatever it was. Come home, work on it. Grab another gig, work on it. Grab another gig, go to football practice, come back, go get a cocktail, then go to work. You know what I'm saying? That stuff catch up to you, bro. So if you don't have that mindset, I used to have a lot of drivers come stop through here at my house and borrow tools. I'm like, dude, when you gonna get your own tools? I don't mind, but every time I turn around, you don't have none. But yet I see y'all at the mall with your wife, y'all spending that checkup. Come find out, she wants you. Next thing you know, all them jokers gone.
Yeah,
they gone. I mean, gone. They not doing. Oh man, my wife. Yeah, see, that ain't. If you got one of them type of situations, don't buy no truck. Cause you're not gonna be home. The truck gonna come first. Shit, truck gonna come first. Cause without the truck, you got nothing.
A lot of people don't realize.
You got truck note. Got truck note. There's a whole lot of sacrifice people don't realize. And I've seen a lot of people. Matter of fact, we done had a couple drivers come through here that had their own truck. Reason why they don't have it? They won't work when they want to work. They think just because they had a truck, then they don't know nothing about trucking. Lost his truck. It don't make sense. So I already know. You're not gonna work that truck, and you don't know nothing about no wrenches. Truck going to shop. Every time you go to shop, it's gonna be $3,000. They gonna see you coming. They gonna see you coming. I don't care what it's for. Oh, $3,000. I remember they charged me $2,600 to do my brakes.
Jesus.
I thought that was a good price until I learned.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go to aftermarket stuff depending on how you got your truck set up. If you can't set your truck up. You gotta set your truck up for what you're doing. So now I'm running local. Things go faster. So every 18 months, I'm doing brakes and drums.
Right.
Then I skip a cycle because drums can last you probably 2.5 years. You know what I'm saying? If you do keep your brakes and stuff tightened up. But every 18 months, I'm doing brakes, drums, and shocks. You know what I'm saying? Spring kit, the whole thing. Don't just get the shoes, get the spring kit. That's what keeps your tension on your brakes even. Some people they keep the same springs, but then you gotta remember the spring is what's giving you the strength. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So why save a little bit, $20, man? Nah, get the whole brake shoe kit, man. And get the extended brake shoes. You're running local. You're gonna be hitting the brakes a lot. Me, I don't hit the brakes a lot. I stick it. But these guys nowadays, everybody on the brakes.
Talking about downshifting?
Yeah, you know how to downshift?
Heck yeah. I was taught, man. You know what I'm saying, some things. Yeah, I don't shift gears now. You said what?
What kind of truck you driving now?
Man, they got me in a Volvo.
Is that a stick?
No.
I didn't think so.
It's not. It ain't. But it's all good. I wanted to talk about the just kind of like the layout, you know what I'm saying, of the book, of, you know what I'm saying, the mentorship. Like we talked about the finances, the mindset, the understanding the truck, like being able to, like you said, get in that
This
truck.
is all. This is all a part of the mentorship right here.
Yeah.
Just enlightening you on all this beginning stuff that you need to ask yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
That's what mentoring is. Ask yourself these questions first before you go any further, young man.
Don't buy
Can
nothing.
you answer these
Yes.
fully, truthfully? If you can't, then keep it moving. Stay where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hurt yourself and hurt nobody around you.
Look,
You're not ready for that. And you gotta be really, really, really second generation, something die hard, or really, and that's what you want to do since you was a kid.
right.
If you just want to do it because all the wrong reasons, like people want to make money, or my friend doing this, or they know somebody doing that, that's all the wrong reasons. Those are the wrong reasons. You should get into any business.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, never go into business you know nothing about.
True.
Old man taught me that one time. Never ever go into any business you know nothing about, because you know why? You will get your ass tore out the frame.
Somebody waiting on you. Yeah. Like you said, that shop waiting on you.
They will take you to the bank, man.
Yeah.
He said he had got in the stock market, didn't know nothing about stock market. They took all his money.
Yeah.
Took all his money. So I already know that. If you don't know nothing about what you get into, man, I seen too many guys come out here in trucking and go in the shop, $4,500 bill. Go in the shop, $6,000 bill. I said, dude, what's that? I said, what in the heck? I said, $6,000. His truck went in the shop for, what's that new stuff they got? Regen system.
Mm-hmm.
You see, y'all got one of those on your truck?
Yeah, unfortunately, it'll wake you up 3 o'clock in the morning if you you idling. It'll wake you up. Just truck regen.
Okay, so anyway, $6,000 for some tank or something that's inside your tank with that system, or
the DEF,
whatever it was, huh?
The DEF system.
Yeah, $6,000 to fix a sensor in that thing. I said, $6,000. I said, what they have to do for $6,000? That's half the price of a new motor, man.
Yeah.
I said, what was $6,000 in a fuel tank? $6,000 worth of work, man. He told me what they had to do. I said, dog, are you serious? I said, that's only take 2 bolts to drop a tank. That's it. 2 bolts to drop a tank, man. And whatever they did to it to replace a sensor, come on, man. Does it even sound right to you?
Right.
Who goes into $6,000? That's major engine work, man. That's major work. That no fuel system work, man. That does not even $6,000 take all your money.
Yeah.
And guess what? Pay cash. I said, what the hell? Why are you using your money? Man, you better finance it, put it on a credit card and pay it back so you can keep your cash flow going, man.
Right.
Keep your cash flow going. That's
or
get a line of credit. See, that's where you put it. That's where you put it on that line of credit. Or see, what I would do is I had the American Express card, which I still do. Now I got 3 of them. I got 3 American Expresses. Put it on that joker, pay it off at the end of the month.
Right.
Or if it get behind, I move it to a monthly payment. But most of the time, if your truck is running, constantly running, I wouldn't care. I know next week I got $3,000 coming. I know next week I got $4,000 coming.
Exactly.
So boom, by the end of the month, I just pay off that credit card.
Exactly.
But I didn't spend none of my cash on hand. You know what I mean?
Right. You was able to still do what you got to do and get that done at the same time.
See, it'll help you. You gotta have some good, strong credit or some credit cards, man. It's just like when you go to buy a house. I keep telling them, I tell my son, when you buy a house, make sure you got some credit cards, because when you get in that house, something go wrong. You might have to put a roof on the house or whatever. Something go wrong. You better have some money where you can go ahead and fix it. You want money liquid. You don't want to. That's some money that you don't need to touch, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? It's there for backup situations, man.
Exactly.
That's what it's there for. And if you don't have any backup financing when trucking come your way, that's what I call when trucking come your way.
Because it's gonna come.
Because it's going to come. When trucking come your way, you get it, don't you?
Man.
When trucking come your way, Jack, you're gonna have to pay some money out. When trucking come your way,
Yes,
you
sir.
better be ready for it because it's coming.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's gonna come. Like my son, he matter of fact, this truck that we purchased came with the work.
Yeah.
So you know, it might have been not the greatest of all great trucks, but it came with work.
So you saying that when you bought the truck, you were able to see the paperwork on the truck as far as you said what?
The second truck that I got was
Mhm.
purchased because it came with work. It came with a contract. It came with, yeah, yeah. How you can't beat that?
Yeah.
I don't care what the truck, what kind of condition was in.
Okay.
You got work. A lot of people. One of the reasons why people go out of business in trucking, you don't have no work.
Mm-hmm.
Then the rates, then the maintenance. You know what I'm saying? That'll kill you. The cost, operating costs is for your truck is probably higher than the rate that you're working at. See, but you can make some of that up as if you have the volume of work.
Mm-hmm.
We have a 7-day, 24/7 work week.
Right.
We have that much work. We can run 7 days a week, 24 hours a day if I had the drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Because I use outside contractors too.
Yeah.
But the work that we have, that joker can run 7 days a week, man.
Yeah.
No problem. 6 days easy. 7 days, it just be a cakewalk.
Right.
But we can load and unload 24/7. The place where we get loaded at is 24/7 load. The place where I unload at, I got keys to it. I unload 24/7 if need be.
Mm.
Right. So one of those things right there was on your checklist. You better have the work.
For sure.
Better have the work. A lot of people jump out here and go buy a truck, use their house, equity in their house, or get a cosigner. Why do that? I can't tell you this. This is secret stuff. I gotta get paid for this stuff now.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. I can't. I gotta stop right there.
I know
I'm
you're
going to tell
talking
them how
that
to
good
get a
stuff.
truck. I can't tell them how to get that truck. They're going to consult me. I can't give my knowledge away for free no more, man.
Jesus.
I'm up now.
Look,
They done created a monster.
I already know you're talking that good stuff.
Yeah, I know. You know how you know when I'm talking good? Huh?
How so?
Because you're quiet, son.
Oh man. Look, I leaned in.
Right. Because you're quiet, son. Can't give this out for free no more, driver. I got to pay me for this thing, man. You hear what I say? I got to pay me for this thing, bro.
I feel you.
Because a lot of people don't listen. That's how I know when I'm not wasting my time. You see what I'm saying? That's how I know when I'm not wasting my time. Because you are listening. Listening, asking questions, but more listening than talking. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't the most successful at it. That's what I would like to be yet, but it's coming there because now I got my son. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why he went to school. And my other son is going to school too for market financing. He went to school for business marketing. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's a long journey, man.
Yeah.
And I've been down there with these people going on 11 years now, since 2011. So it's not going to just come like that. And especially if you don't have no knowledge, it definitely ain't going. It's never ever going to come, man. But you know, a lot of people, that's where they fail at, is getting that truck.
For sure.
The first time. How they get it and the reason why they get it. And conclusion, you gotta ask yourself these questions first before you think you're ready for trucking. Because trucking ain't like any other business, man. It's not. It's totally different from what a lot of people think business is about.
It ain't
They
no
you up,
lawn
spit you
mower,
out, driver. You got a lot of equipment that you're purchasing, and if you don't know what to do with it and you don't have the work, you might as well just hang yourself out the drive before you even get out the gate, Jack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like some of these people can go out here and buy a store or something and put people in there and sell food and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's easy work. That's easy. That's easy. No, that's easy because people coming to you. You gotta go out and get yourself some customers. It's like the limo business was probably the hardest business I had to have because it's a luxury thing. The limos are more luxury, you know what I'm saying, than anything. So you had to find your right demographic for that kind of luxury with people who want money to spend like that on partying, you know what I'm saying? So then I moved and transitioned from that and brought sedans. That's where the money was. It wasn't in the limos, it was in the sedans. black car service.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we did a lot of the entertainment, well, basketball players for the Bullets, Wizards, whatever they call themselves now.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of NBA stars we ran, for a minute. And then I got those buses. We got buses also. So
Yeah.
22 passenger buses, so that's all that's blossomed into that. But right now ain't none of that stuff running. None of the buses and limos are running. They're all sitting.
Got it.
All sitting. But we sustain, we right where we need to be, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's another thing why people always not successful in it. They don't put no money aside. So, man, you must got a lot of money. They see how hard I work. Yeah, but I ain't got to the point where I need to start spending that money like y'all spend money.
Mm-hmm.
I keep mine there. I ain't got a lot. I know how to penny. This guy right here, I know how to penny pinch some money, Jack.
Yes, sir.
From him, not me. I used to just burn money. I burn money like gas.
Yeah.
I used to burn money like gas, Jack, but not now. He got this thing going in the right direction, bro. I mean, keeps in bounds for sure. He got a web page up on Google. Got marketing strategy, all that, man.
Yes, sir.
Accountants, we got accountants, tax people, man. I mean, this is all within 1 year. You know what I mean? That's what it takes. Those are part of the things that you need to have in order for your business to grow.
Yes, sir. That's very true.
What about your financial starter kit?
So I don't have the financial starter kit. I have the financial planner. So what it is just like when I started trucking, like I said, we talked about this yesterday, is you having to bump your head a lot. I didn't have an understanding for money. So I listened to a lot of Dave Ramsey over the road. He had a CD that I bought at the truck stop. You know what I'm saying? I just had a hunger for that financial knowledge. So he said, you know what I'm saying? Like you saying, you got to put some money up for the rainy day. You got to take care of your debts. And then like, he don't advocate credit cards, but in the trucking industry, like you said, if you're doing it on a different scale like that, you need credit cards.
Yeah.
Like you're going to need to get it. You don't have to go in the shop or something like that. You got to track your miles. You got to track what you eating out there to make sure you can stay on that road. You got to track, you know what I'm saying? All your debts, what's coming in, all your income coming in. You got to know that. Like, if you don't know, if you just driving a company truck, like, and you get it's a breakdown, you need to track that. Like you said earlier, because if you don't know how much it costs to get a new tire or some brakes changed out, and you want to own a truck, then you're gonna start fresh over. You're starting all over because you had the time to understand and experience that, but you didn't keep track of it. You don't know how much it is. You don't know how to get out the truck and do that, right? So with the planner, it just keeps track. You know what I'm saying? You write down, keep track of the money you made, where your trip plan, and all that good stuff. And that's just what I thought that the trucking industry needed. So I made it.
But didn't it occur to you when you seen all that information in the truck stop that it had a purpose? I know I did. I seen those planners and all that monthly report things. Remember when you go in there and get some log books and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
All that other stuff right there on the same counter. I said, what the heck is this? Monthly report, expense report? Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Right.
It's your mindset. You seen it, but you ain't paying attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's your mindset that has to change. I seen it when I was going through the trust. I said, man, so what is this for? Man, so I got it. So, didn't know what to do with it, but I seen what the categories and stuff. I said, man, well, maybe I need this for a tax person.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to have a good tax person. And don't get a tax person, just a regular tax person. You got to get a person that's involved in truck taxing.
Right.
You'll miss out on a lot of deductions, man. A whole lot of deductions.
Yeah.
Like for instance, for going to get your parts and stuff for your truck, get mileage deductions, man.
Right.
Man, you know how much a mileage deduction is now? It's like up to 40, 50 cents a mile. And if I go to get parts for the truck and come back, $12, $15 right there a day. Every day, if your trucks are running, you're gonna be getting parts on a regular, man.
Right.
That's just the nature of the business.
Mm-hmm.
It's the nature of the business. I mean, shoot. And you go through it, then you'll get it to a point where, especially with us, when we just getting these trucks and getting these drivers and things, Once you go through it and get everything situated, then you gotta maintain it. You put it on intervals, maintenance intervals, and then you'll know, and then you just maintain it, and it won't be no problem.
Right. The PM preventative maintenance.
Yeah. So well, you don't have to worry about it. Well, what have you read? There's an owner's manual on that truck you got?
Yes, there is. Yep.
Have you read it?
I had to. If I wanted to figure out what some of them lights meant when they came on,
Yeah.
where to change the fuses at, and you know what I'm
Right.
saying, just
Right.
different things
See that?
about the truck.
See that?
I had
You
to.
know why? That's called your mindset is changing. So you don't want to be out there in the middle of the night and not knowing where the heck this stuff is, man.
Because I've been there.
Yeah, because you know why? You the only one that's gonna suffer.
That's it.
You telling me that it's somebody else's job? That's crazy. You don't want to have to deal with the situation firsthand. It's affecting you directly, not the mechanic, not your boss. You, not the truck, is directed right at you. So it's up to you and your mindset to get your ass out that way, get it out of the way. Because when trucking come, it's coming. Okay, trucking is coming. Just grab another gear, man, because it's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So once you get it down pat with someone else's stuff, then you be ready.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Then you be ready. But right now, a lot of people, they're not ready, man. They say they're ready, they think they're ready, but they have no idea how many hats you have to wear in order to be in business and trucking. Yeah, yeah, that's just the surface stuff. I ain't even got to the other stuff that I had to start teaching myself when I started growing, how to communicate effectively with my drivers. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to ask you about that as far as like managing your drivers, because you kind of hit on that a little bit with your contractors, but like the drivers that you have and managing them.
Contractors are easy to deal with because they want to get that money. They easy because they own their own truck. They have already changed their mindset. Now I'm talking about the drivers that drive for me. Their mindset is on driver. My mindset is on ownership. So, gotta teach them up how to have their mindset. But it seems like I just had to learn how to effectively manage them better.
I was gonna say, like, as far as like kind of what you're telling me and me being receptive to it, how receptive are the drivers? You know what I'm saying? Do you have people who are like happy?
Yeah, that's what I just said. That's it. Oh yeah, they're like that.
Okay, that's good.
That's what I just have. That's something I gotta learn how to effectively communicate around their BS because I'm the no nonsense type person. So that's not an effective way right now.
Got it. I understand.
Driver attention is not long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why I just pass that on to somebody else. Let Markel deal with that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I let him deal with that. He's a lot better at it than me.
That's good.
Yeah, so gotta have a balanced group, man, an effective management team. So
and that's you building it. You building
teach one and needs to be able to do the other person's job, hopefully effectively. But if not, they can get us by. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always gonna be a 100. That's for sure. That's another thing. It ain't always gonna be 100. You're not ready for setbacks and downshifts, man. Come on, you might well go someplace else. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I like how you said that you gotta have people in place because Markel told me. I talked to him before and he's like, yeah, I just came in from turning wrenches. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a driver, but you know what I'm saying? That's what you put in him. Like, I'm just like turning wrenches. You know what I'm saying? I asked Markel, I was like, do you get any pushback? Because, you know what I'm saying? He went to college and a lot of people look down that went to college and stuff like that on trucking. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? How is that dynamic? He was just like, it's cool because, you know what I'm saying? They respect him and they respect what y'all got going on because
yeah,
like I said at the beginning.
Yeah, that's where I come in at. That's where I come in. I'm real good at that part. Don't be over here disrespecting my son.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you can't even drive, son.
Yeah.
Let me show you what driving's all about. And they shut up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't gotta say much. I let them know. Don't even try that. Whether he got a license or not, dude, I got 35 years, way more than enough. And he's been out there in that yard turning wrenches with me. I'm pretty sure he know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I teach them to say, ask them questions about their self. Hey, how many miles you got? Can you drive an 18 speed? You know what I'm saying? Right. Ask them something about pertaining to business to see what kind of answers you get from them. that cut all the pushback back. That cut that out the way.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? That'll knock that. That's like bam, slam dunking on them.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
I understand.
other than that, I think what time is it?
Right now, I think it's about 12. I mean, about 2:30, almost over there. I don't want to keep you for much longer. I'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. Thank you so much, man. This has been like, you know what I'm saying? It's been a great interview. I appreciate all the knowledge and everything. I want to go ahead and have you drop the website again so that people know where to go if they want to get consulting from the McCloud family, the McCloud trucking family over there doing it big out there.
Yes, sir.
I'm
It's
really, like I said, it's been a great interview.
Yeah, thank you, man. www.mlmenterprises.com.
Yes, sir.
And I'll let Markel do the promo stuff here.
Yeah, Markel, definitely send me
Yeah, come on in.
Send me all.
Yeah, just go to MLM Enterprises Trucking, MLM Enterprises Trucking, and go to services and go to the consultation. And you'll find the email address right there, mlmenterprises@hotmail.com. And email us, and we'll figure out your situation, whether you're a company driver or whether you're, existing owner operator, and you've been facing, some tough times. You need to bounce some ideas or talk to somebody that's been through it. We'll schedule times with you and Mark, and go from there, man.
Right on. I appreciate both of you guys for letting me interview you today. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. It's been real. Kel, Mr. McCloud, thank you guys again very much for the knowledge, wealth of knowledge, your time. Everybody, thank you for watching. It's your boy Chris Lee TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, tune in. Deuces.
And grab another gear.
Yes, sir. Always
right,
ready to grab that next gear.
All right, buddy. Take care. Hey, I trademarked that, okay? So don't try to use it. I already trademarked that, driver. I already trademarked that. All right, man.
All right.
Nice meeting you.